Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Week in Review for Week 5, Module 5. Moving right along here, coming down the back end of the course with only a few more modules left. This week, we do have the abdomen, probably my favorite module out of all of the modules, simply because the abdomen, the structures are so defined, and it's very easy to see, kind of what we're talking about. When we go back to the brain, it was very difficult. Here, it's pretty clear. I think you'll kind of like the contrast that you see in the images. Kidney's a kidney, liver's a liver. Pretty easy to find. So hopefully you enjoy the abdomen this week. Also, some important notes about some changes that we'll have this week, especially on the quiz. On this week's quiz, you still will have 30 questions. There's actually one bonus question in for this week. Sorry about that. But in those 30 questions, you are now going to have questions directly related to the Move Note presentations that were given for this week only. So you don't have to worry about the ones for last week. That was sort of your warm-up. But the ones for this week, you may want to take a couple of notes, especially on the key points. I'm not going to ask, tremendously difficult questions, but if you were paying attention to the presenter, maybe scribbling down a few brief notes, you should have absolutely no problem at all in getting those questions correct. There's going to be anywhere from about 3 to 5 questions on this week's quiz, again, coming directly out of those Move Note presentations that we had this week. So, little heads up on that. The questions will be, as far as the rest of the questions in the quiz, that's the normal fare, coming from the videos, the lecture video, or the textbook reading. I think you guys got the pattern on how that works. So make note of that. Also, the one-on-ones. Thank you very much. I think we had some great one-on-one discussions last week. I found out a lot of good stuff that's going on with you guys. Also, any questions we were able to address in that period. So that went very, very well. I want to thank everybody for using. If you did have a chance to use that Doodle Scheduler, thank you. I thought that went pretty well. I've been using Doodle Scheduler for a couple semesters right now, and I think it's the way to go in trying to wrangle 20, 25 people in for one-on-one discussions. So thank you very much for that. If you did miss your one-on-one discussion, I think there's a couple of you that did. All you need to do, I will not give you any deduction on points. Remember, this was a graded assignment. All you really had to do is show up and get the points. But if you want those points, all you have to do is call me this week. You've got my phone number. It's listed in multiple areas. Call me this week anytime. Pretty much I'm here from 9 to 5 Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. I'd be happy to do that one-on-one if I'm not in a meeting or with another student, or I'd be happy to take that phone call, and we'll just do that right then and there. So for those of you that missed, give me a call this week, and we'll catch up on that. Let's see, looking at my notes, the only other thing this week, we're looking at your draft is due. So that draft should be pretty close to your final paper. Maybe the citations aren't perfect. You may have a couple of blanks in there. But for the most part, it should be not that different than what your final paper would be. So try to put that emphasis on that. Hopefully you've been doing a little bit on the draft over the past couple of weeks and kind of not waiting to this week. Again, that's what all this is about, having you develop a process for writing a paper that works for you. And this is one idea about how to do it. But having that system so you're not in a situation where you're trying to whip together a paper over a weekend. So getting you to think about things like that. And let's see, looking at my notes. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this week. Again, if you have any questions or comments, you know how to get a hold of me through the virtual office or email. And as always, thank you for watching.